These questions are annoying because they are definitely going to use the calculator, and so we kind of start picking it up and using it very, very quickly in our process, but we really want to slow down and show what we're about to do on the page. It's very easy to make a mistake and put a number in the wrong place, and I guarantee that if you do, your answer, your wrong answer, will be an answer choice, so you won't even notice that you did it wrong. So let's see a way to kind of capture all this information at once, since it is a lot of information. What I would do is I would make ratios. They're giving me rates, right? So originally I'm told that 40,000 inches per second, per 1 second, is my speed. Now notice I'm dropping the thousands because I can see that it is consistent between my initial value and all my answer choices. The thousands isn't going to matter. I don't want to think about it in my calculator. Now I could, step by step, change inches into feet, seconds into minutes. It's fine to do it in multiple components, in multiple steps, if you don't make mistakes on those steps. And I think that that's the problem, is that when we do them separately, we forget if we're multiplying or dividing and how this all changes. So using ratios is better. Now my initial ratio is going to be wrong. I'm just going to use the units of the kind of the x value here. So what is the speed in feet per minute? So that's x feet per 1 minute. Now that's wrong. In order to have a valid ratio, the units need to be the same. So I need the same units on the top, the same units on the bottom. But it's okay. I knew setting this up would be wrong because now I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it using other fractions. So in order to do that, I can multiply by other fractions where the units will cancel because of the top and bottom. So I want to get rid of feet. I don't want feet. I want inches. And they tell me that 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. So when I do that, because I now have feet on the top and feet on the bottom, just like with anything in a fraction, if it's on the top and the bottom, it can get canceled out. So I'm only canceling out the unit, not the number, but still, the unit is now gone, and now I have what I want, inches on the top, inches on the bottom. And I can do the same exact thing with minutes and seconds, right? So I know that 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So again, I'm crossing things out. Minutes are on the top, minutes are on the bottom. Now seconds are equivalent across the equals, right? So there's a difference between whether we're on opposite sides of an equals or on the same side of an equals. If it's on the same side, we want top and bottom so they can cancel. If it's on opposite sides of an equals, we want them to be consistent because they should be equivalent to each other. Once we have all the units equivalent, it's really just about now using the calculator to simplify these expressions, right? So we multiply across the tops and across the bottoms. And for fractions, in this case, that's really easy. We would have 40 over 1 is equal to 12x over 60. And now we can start to solve. I would just multiply both sides by 60 to get rid of that here. So again, top and bottom goes away. So 60 times 40, might as well just use the calculator. That should be 2,400. Yep, I'm afraid of losing a 0. Equals 12x. And then we can divide by 12, and we get that x is equal to 200. And remember, it's 200 thousandths, but that shouldn't bother us. We see that it could only really be choice B here, and that is the answer. These unit conversion questions are very tricky. It's lots of places to make mistakes, lots of numbers flying around. Sometimes they're very big numbers, but if we write it all down before we put it in the calculator, we're much less likely to make a mistake. Calculators are only as good as what you put in them. So make sure what you're putting them in is right, and then they'll give you the right answer.